hands. What are you doing? What are you hiding back here for? Come here. What are you hiding back here? Come here. Get off the phone.
This ain't mine.
Okay. Get off the phone. Turn around.
Turn around.
2115, please, come on.
Thank all my subscribers and all my supporters, people who watch my videos. Thank y'all for the support. Keep subscribing. Subscribe on all your devices.
Says Doug Evans has more on this developing case.
A Fayette County jury convicted Jacobian Brown of murder this past week, and a judge sentenced him to life in prison. He was 18 at the time of the homicide last year and was accused of shooting a girl over a texting dispute. She was a Whitewater High School student and was just 15 years old. Here's video Fox 5 has obtained of the arrest of Jacobian Brown on the day after the murder in February 2023. Fayette County Sheriff's deputies had been called to a home in Fayetteville about a possible disturbance, and they say Brown fled the home to a nearby front yard. Here's what happened next.
2115, please, come on.
Brown was eventually taken into custody, and just recently, a year and a half later, a Fayette County jury convicted him of murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony. County DA Marie Broder tells Fox 5 the evidence showed Jacobian Brown and two other 18-year-olds snuck into the Peachtree City family apartment of 15-year-old Madison Gueswin. The DA says Gueswin and Brown had had an argument while texting that day. The DA says Brown shot Gueswin in the head while she was in bed. The next day, when Brown was apprehended by Fayette deputies at the scene of a different disturbance, Peachtree City Police had already developed him and two other men as suspects in Gueswin's slaying.
Show me your hands. What are you doing? What are you hiding back here for? Come here. What are you hiding back here? Come here. Get off the phone.
This ain't mine.
Okay. Get off the phone. Turn around.
Turn around.
2115, please, come on.
The DA says the three men had brought a gun and cleaning supplies to Gueswin's apartment that night. In a statement to Fox 5, DA Broder said, quote, "Violence by young people is a growing concern across the state. My office is committed to fight against violence in our communities, no matter the age of the offender." The two other defendants in the case are Yeshua Mathis and Justice Smith. They're both 19 years old now. Their cases could come to trial next month here in Fayette County.
Man, we back with another crazy story. This an update from last year video that I did about a 15-year-old being shot in the head and murdered by three teens early hours of the morning through her window. Well, they actually opened the window and went in her room down there and shot her in the head. But now, one of the teens have been given life in prison. This was the same teen that 11 days after he killed this 15-year-old girl, his dad was murdered. He was still being investigated for that after his dad kicked him out the house and he moved in with somebody else. But this is another crazy situation because don't nobody win in this case. Don't nobody win in this situation. Everybody lost a child. And they really didn't say what the relationship was of the 15-year-old and him at the time, 17, 18. But for him to be texting her back and forth, we kind of know what the situation was. Or she ran her mouth too much. But whatever happened, she didn't deserve to lose her life. Taken away from her parents. But that's why I keep saying we in our last days. And we're going to continue to see these type of crimes. Kids are dying at a fast rate nowadays. And a lot of it is bad decisions that they make. Few of them is innocent. A lot of these kids want to take and want to have grown folks' responsibilities and being naive, still trying to figure out life. And in this case, it only take one time. But they said he was already a convicted felon. So he was already into some shit. See what I'm saying? So from him not agreeing with his dad trying to get him in line, and it just didn't work. So when you got kids that's rebellious to their own parents, man, how you think they're going to be out in the streets? Reckless. And he really thought that he can argue or whatever the situation was with a 15-year-old child, and he go shoot her, and thought life was going to be smooth. But that's why I say these kids, real demons in these days and times. And they don't care. And it's getting younger and younger. And they doing crimes that will never be forgotten. Crimes that hurt people. You never get a life back once it's tucking. And, you know, the other two probably didn't even have a gun, but just went. They charged too. Life gone. And what these kids don't understand, that you don't get a redo. Now you sitting in prison and you're going to have the rest of your life, long as you breathing, to think about all the crazy, stupid shit you did. They crashing out at a fast rate. And it don't make no sense. But this the days we living in. Once your kids walk out that door, they ain't the same as they was before they left the house. While they was around the parents or the guardian supervision. Nowadays, some of them be very disrespectful to their parents. But if they have, that's what they've been doing. They just done start this year. And so it all starts when you put a kid out. They rebellious, you kick them out. You want to be grown? Do this shit on your own then, since you don't need my help. And, you know, that hard, trying to be that damn hard on your kids, really lead to worse when you think you teaching them a lesson. But, you know, like I said, we're in our last days and these kids just keep these crimes going up, all these murders. They're losing their life at a fast rate, either in the graveyard or a prison cell. That's the only way, that's the only two places you're going. You know, but like I said, his mom could still go and see him in prison. The 15-year-old mom will never see her daughter again, or her father will never see his daughter again. Over some foolishness, over something that didn't even have to go that way. But like I said, I don't know what the relationship was between him and the 15-year-old, but obviously it was something, because y'all going back and forth over text messages, arguing or whatever it was. Then 11 days later, the same team, father was found gunned down inside a car. That's still an open case. So this kid might come back up for his father murder because he was being investigated at the time. well, really not investigated, just, you know, looked at, I guess. Because they ain't came with no information yet. They ain't charged him yet. So, you know, who knows? He might come back up and get a charge for his dad's murder if they got evidence on him. But they got him for one. The rest of his life gone. It ain't even started. But like I said, we're in our last days, and this the world we living in. But I want to thank all my subscribers and all my supporters, people who watch my videos. Thank y'all for the support. Keep subscribing. Subscribe on all your devices. And like I said, we want to send prayers out to the 15-year-old family again. And like I said, justice has been served. Now the other two got to come up, and most likely, you know, for accessory. You know, I don't know what they charged with, but I'm thinking they going to get charged with accessory. And, you know, that's still 20, 30 years. So, you know, they might get light off if they didn't pull the trigger. But they was there, though. So they part of this crime. And they didn't speak up, or they didn't say nothing. They thought it was cool. So we got to set an example for kids like that, though. But like I said, these prisons and shit going to end up being nothing but people under 30 with a life sentence. But like I said, this don't make no sense. We're in our last days, and justice going to be served. But let me know what y'all think about this crazy story. We out.